Mr. Hala, thanks for speaking with us. You're hosting a big deal hotel and investment forum right here at the Intercontinental Nairobi. What kind of interest are you seeing from the industry as a whole, but also from those attending this conference in Kenya and Africa?
I believe there's a very growing interest in Africa. If you look into the last couple of years, investments have grown, primarily to the increase of natural resources, oil explorations, and of course that brings more interest into our industry. Hotels, be it a business traveler, related to it you get leisure travel, and of course meeting business.
Topical matters. We have an election coming up in under a year, in March next year, and some say business travel has taken a significant dip because of that. Is that the case?
It's quite interesting. In the first quarter we saw a dip, but for different reasons. It might have had no connection with the elections. It had more to do with the European situation. The second quarter has seen an improvement again. So as we dipped, I think the first quarter about 30%, the second one is now down to 19%, year over year, which is a positive sign. We of course expect certain effects on business travel, but you know, this is Africa, that's how we operate, and I don't think Africa is different from Europe, from Asia, from anywhere else. You have situations which influx your travel patterns or the travel behaviors, and they involve everybody, not just here.
Will it be getting worse as we get closer to the election, and is that the usual trend that is noticed around this time?
I would expect in general elections have a sort of a travel reduction, whether this is here or anywhere else. Yes, I do expect the first quarter to reduce, but we are very optimistic going into 2013 and into March.
But that said, overall, there still appears to be a lot of interest coming into Kenya specifically. The Radisson is coming into the country, the Kempinski just setting up their hotel as well, and a whole host of other international brands. What do people see here? What do you see here?
Oh my God, look at Kenya. How couldn't you not want to come? It is the hub of East Africa. It has got, if you talk it in a basic three-liner, it's got warm and hearty people. And then you have an encouraging investment climate. Right. So that of course encourages now to come into Kenya, be it Nairobi or elsewhere, and settle, whether it's a multi-international of whatever industry as we have here, or it's directly related to the tourism industry.
Let's stay on that investment for a little longer. About the number of rooms as a whole in even Nairobi, some say it's not where it needs to be. What number of rooms as a whole do we have among all the players in Nairobi and in the country, and where do they need to be?
If you take 210 to 215, you see, or you will see, a growth of 50% in the rooms count. So from about 4,500, we go in direction of 7,800 by 2015. So that shows you already the interest we're having. We're getting international brands here. Our own brand, Crown Plaza, opened as a franchise in Upper Hill 2 years ago. The Kempinski is due to open as another key international brand. The Radisson, Residor, will open, again another international brand. There is confidence in Kenya, there's confidence in the growth of Kenya, there's confidence in the 2030 vision of Kenya. And don't forget that tourism is one of the 6 pillars in this vision to grow Kenya.
What is the average cost of a room right now in Nairobi?
In Nairobi as a whole, this I will not elaborate because that's a different part. Every hotelier will tell you it's too low.
A little low? There are people who are of the opinion that they're actually a little higher than what you'd normally pay in an African hotel, or indeed they're closer to what you'd normally pay in Europe or in the US.
Definitely not. I think we have very reasonable rates in comparison. You can get, depends on what you like to buy, you get rates from the top 5 stars to the middle to the 4 stars, the 3 stars and the 2 stars. What is much more encouraging, coming back to the beginning of your question, is why would I like to develop here? Because we have a shortage of 4 and 5 star rooms. Because if we talk close to 8,000 rooms, then that, a third of that, if that, is 4 and 5 star. The rest is below. And that is the opportunity. A conducive accommodation hotel environment asks for more of this level. And of course, that's where the players are coming in.
What are the challenges that are top of your mind operating in Africa and in Kenya specifically, whether we're talking about infrastructure or any of the things that you're concerned about?
I'll give you the positives and the negatives, where challenges are being taken into opportunities. I think to start with, a current challenge would be, this is not just here, that goes all over Africa's energy. Yes. A, the constant increase of energy cost, and B, the instability of supply, be it electricity, water, and so forth. That is a challenge. It is being worked on, but as we speak now, it does have its impact. On a positive side, talking infrastructure, which I believe is very encouraging, is the improvement of the road network. Let's start here in Nairobi. I know it for myself. For the last 4.5 years, I've seen every year another improvement. So that's very positive, and it's being very well perceived. The expansion of the airport, that's encouraging. And of course, we're planning another terminal, which again shows, yes, we are thinking in the right way, and we're thinking in the vision of 2030.
And let's finish off with your projections at the IHG Group for Africa and Kenya specifically. What is the future? What do you need to do in this part of the world?
You know, IHG has pioneered over 40 years ago with the Intercontinental brand here, both in Kenya and in Zambia. So we actually have a significant, strong heritage across the region. We have currently 30 hotels, spanning from Kenya to Morocco to Mauritius to Zambia. And we are now having a pipeline of 8 hotels. That's about 2,500 rooms to open in the next 3 to 5 years. And we're actually entering 3 new countries as well in Africa, with Nigeria, Senegal and Uganda, to extend our East African network. So yes, we have all the confidence in the growth of Africa. We are aware of the directions we want to take. We are also aware that our competitors are present. And we're all together aware that Africa is the future.